see. Looks like we're live on Facebook. Okay. So, hello everyone. I'm just gonna wait for another extra. Let's get 100 people before we can start. This is going to be a quick update, and I'm going to be joined by one or two people. Try to bring Kex, Lamin Fati, and also Tukulor will be joining me, and hopefully we can have Juka also on to talk about what is happening right now in the country. Yes. So we are we're live streaming both on Facebook and then also on YouTube. If you're joining us, this is part two. I was here in the morning. Excuse my face and my hair. I think what we are talking about is the what happened earlier on. Yesterday, Omar Baji was involved in an incident with the police, and yes, Tukur Aljo anyway, and he died. And yesterday, the youth of Mandinaring came out and they protested. 19 of them were arrested. Today, the youth came out to protest. They walked from Mandinaring to Lamen, and they were going to. They were demanding for the release of their fellow youths. In the process, some other people joined them. They came to Lamen and at NTC, and the people of Lamen also joined. Now, what we saw was the police trying to escalate the situation. They released the entire 19 people who were protesting in Mandinari. But interestingly, they arrested more people today. They arrested Aliuba. They also arrested some other people. As we speak, Aliuba and 6 other people are detained at the Yundum police station in Banjulundi. Some other people have been taken to other places. We don't know. Kex is at the Banjulundi police station. He will update us, but I have Tukulor here. I'll add Tukulor to the live stream. Tukulor, welcome to the show. Special update. I'm going to bring Kex to update us what is happening at the police station. But I know you guys in America just woke up. More account for that will be helpful. Maybe for kan jawolam kunung mandina rin kambandi mo ka for me Omar Ba wale ni police ol dunta bakan fenkola fa fata kabra fata dindingol fintita and e fenko ke dindingol fintita e protest ke motan nin kono to arrest e kono bi wol mo bandinan kol fintite ko la dindingol ye muy muta be fintini bari e tarno la ni ko ya kono bi fanan yene la kunu yene la dindingol fanan muta it marched from Mandinaring through Lamen, Banjulu, Kerawan, Daranka, for Lamen NTC. Kabri Federal Lamen NTC, they started walking towards Banjuluni police station. Katawa Mafola, police only intercept back and forth. I think hours of tear gas, hours of police tear gas, fire molas. There were audios. You can hear police officers kafuko alngati no maswolkono. Mol be la suwol kono tiaga sol fayte kan I just posted a video on Kirfatu right now Sarkunda tiaga so fay mol kan ama me kote ke video do wala min fatiyata muso na dingol buto kono police le tiaga so fay wo moto kono yo muso fana na dingol be flat live on camera wol be ketale so police ole mineke this escalate the situation ye wo mandi na dindingol be bula kabiri wol bula wol finti la men fondin kel fanan finte ko no albon nas community to what are you doing in our community and then wol fanan police ole back and forth to so but nyimbe be caring what they did was I'm getting confused. People are telling me speak English, speak local languages. I don't know what to do. Let me just speak, please. At this point, please. So what happened after Aliuba, a member of Gala, who was also arrested all other times whenever Gala a protest came, was there. They were there. Gala members were there to observe, to help the community. But instead, they arrested Aliuba. They arrested other people. They released these people. Protest during Yolbe Bula because they wanted the situation to calm. But in the process, they also arrested more people. That is why we're here to advocate for those people. If you want to release people, release everybody. But you cannot release a certain section of the community and then arrest other people. It looks like Aliuba will target lady. So at this point, somebody said I should speak full also. Okay. I don't know how to speak, but so at this moment, as we speak, Aliuba and some others are being detained at the Yundum police. According to what we're hearing, they said Aliuba, they are revoking his bail and they are sending him to mile 2. Tukulor, ikamwele.
Hanke moile fature. Fature dukare, actually, what I ngalo na komolko for you to talk in local languages. But as a journalist, I think for now, as you introduce the topic, you need to stay with the English because we are going to take those to X. The international community need to hear these reports. So people like Madi Jopate, for them to be able to advocate for folks, it has to be in English. So mon nyanta wo fanan kalam talako, as much as nkala finka na lor ntol nyongo nintedi amta I can speak in local languages. But it me journalists also may just speak with what you're comfortable with because that is what Madi Jabate and folks will take to the international community because that's where we are now. We're in a dictatorship again. Thank you.
This is the update. I'm going to call, as we speak, Aliuba and 6 others are detained at the Yundum police station. I spoke to Kex right before coming on this live. Now, what Kex told me is that the police officers are telling them that Aliuba's bail was revoked, and because his bail was revoked, they are going to take him to mile 2. And that's why they said because the conditions of his bail was that he should not be at any protest. But Kex and others are arguing with that. No, those people were the 40 people that were sent to mile 2. Those were the ones, Killer Ace and others, those are the ones who had those conditions. Aliuba was not part of that, so his bail condition did not have that. The police are arguing that that is the order they have, and they are not bailing anybody until Monday. So if people are not speaking about this, they are going to take these folks at to mile 2. That's what I say, especially Aliuba. So I'm gonna call Keck so he can update us because he is there. So I don't know what their issue is with Aliuba. Whenever they come across with him, they arrest him. So, but let me get Kex to update us with this. So this is the situation, and it's just crazy. And right now, before we come, at some point the police were telling the young people, Kex,
hello?
Kex, you are live on Kerfat. Kex, you are live on Kerfat. Where are you guys right now?
Right now we are at Lemon, just like somebody heading to Daranka, just the mosque. When you go into that, the first mosque that you normally have on the highway, that's where we are right now.
That is around my house. That is the London Mosque, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So what is the situation? How many people are arrested and what is the situation? Gambia, hold on. Guys, can you hear Kex? Let me see the messages. If you can hear Kex, say yes, 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 before he starts. Kex, just let's give it 1 minute so we confirm that they can hear you properly. I think they can, but go ahead. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. 6 people are arrested and brought to Banjul police station, which include one Aliuba and other 5 people that I don't know. And after that, people were also dropped from the riot van, and they were taken inside. But 3 of them actually, eventually, they released those people. But the 6 with Aliu are still with the police. But the people of Lament who are reacting because they say they are not part of the issue, but their compound has been tear gas, they cannot even breathe.
Yes.
So now they are the ones who are now on the street, burning tires on the highway. That's why we are here around the mosque area. So why the PIUs come with reinforcement again? So the new development that the people of Lament are not actually, they cannot now take what is happening. They feel like they hold their compound, they cannot breathe, they cannot have the breathing space. And according to the elders in the mosque, they said they were praying. Whilst they are praying, police were throwing tear gas, and they cannot even perform their prayers. So that's the confrontation so far that is going on here. And the PIU van is now stationed just next to the mosque, and the boys are on the street, others are on the other junction throwing stones while these people are discharging tear gas.
So as we speak right now, tension has started again between the youths and the PIU officers.
Absolutely. Lamin Market going towards Banjul already. They have the boys have occupied the street. They have born pairs. Coming moving towards like Serekunda before the Jar Oil petrol station. They are also stationed. They are born in tires. If Control Lamin NTC cars going towards Mandinari where the Moses, the boys are born the street and the tear gas are there. That's where I am right now with the police officers with their red vans. They are also here trying to calm the situation. While they're walking, they are opening the fires on the street. Whilst the boys are moving backwards towards Lamin Kerewan end.
So are the police still throwing tear gas on people? Because I know I just posted a video on Kerfatu where some family members are sending me videos. This particular house is not far from our house, Sarakunda. They threw tear gas there. And people were in their houses. I had a video on our live stream where people were saying, I'm going to do Swolcon. They were just throwing houses. When people were not even, those people were not outside. There's an instance on Kirfatu Live where they threw tear gas in a vehicle that was moving. And the people all came out and they were screaming. They went flat on the floor. So all of these things, I understand the police they need to protect life, but they cannot be throwing tear gas in people's compounds as well.
Precisely. This is what even escalated the second incident that happened. Since 11 o'clock, they said they have been at least patient and they allow the police to do, but the tear gas is too much that they cannot even have a breathing space in their houses because they were throwing tear gas indiscriminately. And for that being the case, they cannot actually condone it now. And that's why they are reacting. The use of the police, they said that enough is enough and they came out. And they are also starting burning the streets. So that's escalated because of they are just throwing tear gas indiscriminately, not actually with these boys. I think the Daranga boys have now, the Mandinaren guys have went back, but now I think the youth of Lamin has and they have no more guarantee because they are just throwing tear gas and they have patients, they have elderly people in their houses, they have children in their houses, so they must come out in the street to make sure that it stops. So I think that escalated the second incident, which we are trying to calm right now.
Wow, this is crazy. So I know you people, Gala, you are there trying to help to maintain peace and to direct these people, but one of your members was arrested, right?
Absolutely. This is what happens. And when we try to establish why Alieu was actually arrested, with the information that we gathered from one who introduced himself as a CID officer on NIA, that he gave an instruction, or the commander, the PIU commander said he got an instruction that Alieu must be arrested because Alieu's case that was before Magistrate Salambai was that he cannot participate in any demonstration before the determination of his trial, and that they will arrest removal. So they said this is the order, and we made them to understand that actually they are mixing oranges and bananas. Alieu's bail condition, there was no attachment that Alieu cannot participate in any demonstration. It was the 44 boys that were detained in Maidu during that was before Magistrate Toure. But Alieu's case was before Magistrate Salambai. So these two cases are different. It was Magistrate Toure who gave an order that the 44 boys cannot participate in any future demonstration until the determination of the case. But in Alieu's case, it was presided by Magistrate Salambai. And the only condition in Salambai's bail application was that there must be $50,000 or one Gambian Soti to give them a bail, and that person must show his people eventually ran away. They will pay people absconded the country. And also the other condition is that they must attend every session of the hearing. And that was the condition that we are given to them, and they have fulfilled it. There is no condition that was, even though Commissioner Sane, in his application, he said that, they are not opposing to the bill, but he wants the court to put a restriction that these people cannot participate in any future demonstration. But the magistrate said, it is the court's discretion to...
Oh my God, I just lost Kex there. I'm going to call him. He's saying very important things, something that is concerning Alieu. Juka, welcome to the show. Tuglor, did you hear what Kex was saying? Right now, the tension have escalated again. the youths of Lamin are out again. What they're saying is, why are you guys, in our streets? Alwetia gas fell in we were not part of this. You are sending Alwetia guys fell in a Dulal Beto, and because of that, they cannot breathe, they cannot do anything. Now they are burning tears in the streets of Lamin. Kex is calling again.
Yeah, diamo Kex, because the feedback from Kex is important.
Yeah, so those are the conditions. Those are the three conditions. There's no condition that says that they cannot participate in any future demonstration. That only happens in the 44. So Alieu, if he's arrested based on that what they are saying, then that means that they have wrongfully arrested him. Alieu's bail condition, there is nothing that's lambasted that in any future demonstration. So I don't know what would be, and we have made this to the police. For the 4 boys and these ones are totally different. There's no condition attached. So I hopefully they went to us and make sure that they leave Ali, because detaining him they are lawfully detained, because Ali was not there to demonstrate, but he was there in solidarity with a Gambian whose life has been lost. And if one life is lost, every Gambian must be concerned, and you must show solidarity. And there's no law that says that nobody cannot show solidarity to a Gambian who have died in the hands of the security apparatus allegedly.
Yeah.
And this is why we are there, and everybody was there. Then why only Ali been choosing to be arrested? This is the question that we have, because young people march from Mandinari up to Lamin NDC born in Kayas, but none of them were arrested. Even those who were arrested yesterday, we are released. Then why holding people? So this is our issue.
And this is my thing, Kex. Young people, they marched from Mandinari, went through Lamin Dara, went to Kerawan, went to Lamin, and came all the way to Lamin NTC, right? The police did not arrest any of them. They did not arrest them. They did not do anything to them. At some point, they started throwing tear gas. They did not arrest. Instead, they released the 19 people who were arrested, who were protesting yesterday. Why, Aliuba? We need to know. There's something why they're doing this to this young man. Every time he comes out, he's arrested. We need to find out.
I was at the station. I had a police officer who said, but that's that there is a personal issue when it comes to this issue of Aliuba, because the word Aliuba is a beast. In Amoyo people, then that's information is communicating something ordinary. So this is what we're trying to establish now. But we made them that the allegation that they said, we made them to understand that that was not actually the situation right now. So, yeah.
So right now, you guys,
you
guys are in Lamin, and the situation is still not calm. It's just because I saw reinforcement sent to Lamin right now. I saw some videos of more paramilitary officers being sent to Lamin.
In the streets, but they are not on the highway. The PIUs, like you can say, the mosque is already there, stationed at the mosque right now, where you said it's very close to your house. Yes. That's where they are right now. So we are monitoring the situation with their tear gas is fully armed and everything. They are here. And you see the canal standing at the NTC.
Do we know how many people, apart from the 6 people, Aliuba and the 6 others who are in Yundum, do we know if there are other people? We need to know all of these people so we can be able to account for them, because sometimes if you don't know who is arrested, they can keep them there indefinitely and no seem to know or fight for them. Are we able to establish?
But any Gambian youth communicate to us, whoever is brought there, so that they have the records of how many people were brought there. So whilst we are on the ground here to monitor the situation too. So we are definitely, because that's the first point of contact, and then later they will take them to another various station. So we are monitoring, but so far these are the only 6 people that have arrived in Banjul.
All right, thank you so much, Kex. I will call you back again later on just to check what is happening there, whilst we're going to be here in the next 30 minutes. So I'll check back on with you to see what is the latest development in Lamin.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you. This is the situation, and Tukulo, this is the situation in Lamin.
Yalong Fatu Surwal ka fami ko dañ repa. Adama Barrow dafa repa. Katu momi yalong ko itela man sakunda ite na ata isita nyin ya jaba ka nyin ne keno. Adama Barrow sita o dalilo kan. Ntol tata ntol kereta. fon sita fon ko san coalition o yake Adama Barrow londi pour ka tajirenta fontini Gambia no e fonyo kumbola Gambia no e fonyo mantoro la fature bintol be kunitambe kumbola koteke anu nganyim fo juko ele nkai ko juka ko nyenkai ko fondinke anim muso nim ngo miyo kumbondi billahi buke wati Adama Barrow nak the problem is Fatu Ture. Adama Barrow is intentional about refusing to implement security reforms. Atela boy tanyin Gambia police ning NIA le bije hanim be kana panya PIU NIA le bije. Because the same people that were there brutalizing Gambians during dictatorship are the same people that are still there. Andung ikaminke Adama Barrow ka jela buka fo e fonyala. So sai momi alon ko ibe citizen sol be ibe banku dingol tala ibe torala ibe butela ibe fala dindim funding ke meren dindim meren ike kere fight la manza kunda ibe siri mampunti me femfo wota mini kanyim faro ni butero ke ba continue la kati ba plo ko president aman femfo so saying Gambia banko mol alfana ba fala ko wota nyin diata president oyele katu bi banko digol ni ngaje be fengeren tia gasol be payla molla ko dal ko no ko dal min yalon ko wol mantara protest la mantara penna bari ka ke durong pour que sembo wa fi molla wol be kering Gambia dictatorship ntol ka fala ko dictatorship murunta nanne mol ka ko hani amanna burunal tol ka di amle durong bari fature dictatorship murunta nanne katu nyin Alieu ya muta dalilo minna ay menke yalong protest ka fa mi protest mol ka kela ka tarala ko mansa e fenneke masakunda e fenneke me ya lonko amandi ya banko morie ise wuli ya membe kono ya fo andu nyunu mantai imam kidol chika imam murol chika imam doko chika idalo ya long chuka si se fenko nyimdinde wala posta dada ngaje don kumbo tan kai ko chuka ko nyen kai ko nyim posta en remind bring ye solo sandem fa ye posta min dada Adama Barrow ma lon ko bi ntel mi alon control manke victimol sisa bintol be sirin tol be kumbolan be nkijobe farakan ninta nga nyinol jen kam mira struggle watolla nkam bira briye kala mara buluson musolu animol arrest ye musol ta ye violate nyin the same people wale okay annung Adama Barrow ni wol bele be si kulum kilingo kono wato ntenga miral ko ning Adama Barrow keta president ngoto lungo minna abe sila la foko nta sita ntenga nyimbalula nsita nyimbaluo ko ntete sila ntela masokunda andai wala fa birabe campaign la fani yale po woto en fature sa ko tunya dron kati itabu ka so moye nendiro kela foramot bari mo ni musate kuntiyoti yaje la sate be jani kan ibe siri man fempo woto ila mol police wol be menke kan kula me yalonko adiate te wala tne kake katunin ana barako ni fanko police wol ko alkana Gambian alkana citizen tolfa katu ya jabe jamano nyina nanta sita itakela andu ngam telling you be dindin killing ya lipa fenna woba anafa na badingol wol bebe ko dile tele ita Adama Barrow ite inata tinyaro la woto sign mbe dankala mbafalo ko inata tinyaro minna 2026 ikana si ye 2026 era nyim president yakon katu lungolung isemol kumbondi lungolung isemol tora
I just saw after 24 hours the Ministry of Interior have finally issued a statement. Ministry of Interior confirms reports of an incident on 27 September 2025 at Mdini village. Actually, the incident was 26th Ministry, not 27, at Combo, North District, West Coast region, involving some youths who were found to be smoking cannabis. During the encounter, the youth tried to flee the area, resulting to a police chase. One of the youths, later identified as Omar Baji, fell on the ground, picked up, and was rushed to the Banjuluning Health Center. I keep seeing all of them saying he was rushed to the Banjuluning Health Center. No, he was rushed to the Banjuluning Health Center.
And no fact to left my viewers. I want your viewers. Everywhere the government is posting, because the government is the government of beggars, Fatu Ture. So what they are doing is they're covering their tracks. All these communiques are nonsense. They are nonsense. So anywhere you see them post this, go and comment there. They are doing this so that the international community can say, at least the government is yielding. The government is not yielding. Because if the government was yielding, then what is happening today will not happen. So we need to make sure everybody that's watching, go on TikTok, make sure you speak in English, and you talk about the atrocities that are happening in the Gambia under President Adama Barrow, who is receiving a lot of funding from the international community. Fatu Ture, whatever they write, I don't care about it because it doesn't mean anything. They are just doing it for show because of the money they get from the international community. I'm sorry I cut you off.
And they said Omar was one of the boats. Omar fell on the ground and picked up and was rushed to Banjul Health Center and subsequently referred to the Carnifing Hospital, where he was pronounced dead on arrival. The news of his death spread rapidly fueling anger, prompting chaotic scenes in the area and resulting to the vandalization of the police post and attack on the police personnel, causing bodily injury to some of the personnel to the point of hospitalizing them. Reinforcement was deployed to the area to restore calm and order. The local authorities were also engaged by the police to pacify the situation. The government regrets this unfortunate loss of life and commiserate with the family of the deceased. The coroner inquest will be immediately instituted to ascertain the circumstances and cause of death of Omar Baji. The outcome of the inquest and investigation will be communicated to the public accordingly. The government reaffirms its commitment to the rule of law and guarantee the safety and security of the citizens and the residents of the country. Meanwhile, the public is hereby reminded that peace, security, and stability of the country is the collective responsibility of all citizens, and to this end, all citizens and residents alike are encouraged to remain law-abiding and maintain peace at all times. Okay, we can maintain peace. Can we also say that for the law enforcement? Can we also say that they should also maintain peace instead of throwing people on lives and properties? My people in Lamen have not gone out. They are staying in their homes, and the police are deploying tear gas at them in their compounds. They have not done anything. Their only crime is living in those places at this point. So I don't know. Those people are not, they are abiding by the law. But who is throwing those tear gas at them? And this is why I keep asking this question. Who is policing the police? I'm expecting that this statement from government will tell us the officers involved in this incident were identified and they are put on leave until the outcome of the investigations. That's the right thing to do. Don't just tell us we are investigating. What who are involved? At least put them on administrative leave until the outcome of the investigation. A human being was killed. Young guy involved him. They were involved in the incident. Are they on administrative leave or are they still in the service of the Gambia Police Force? Those are questions we need answers to. And none of these statements coming from the police and coming from the Interior Ministry is anything.
If I can come in there, Fatu Nuna la aksa say sa viewers yep ak anti tukuru mang na nuyu di len masaw di jale Gambia yep ak family Omar bi di len masaw metina. But quickly to jump on the press release being again, from the Interior Minister. Man, I have a problem with this because Nyom, in their statement, they've already made the conclusion of what happened. So you cannot tell me you're investigating. When you're investigating, yow li nga am pour wax rek moy ne am ngeen the reports ne li mo xew ki gañu na and di ngeen def a thorough investigation. Not only will you come back to the public with the results of the investigation, but also you will hold people accountable if indeed there's a wrongful doing di nga xamne mom lañ gis ci gaay. But ñom ni nga xamé ne non lañ defé press release bi mu la wax ne la ñom already taken aside. They already took aside. Because listening to what you just read, they said boy bi daf doon daw mu daanu ñu rush ko ci hospital bi. So ñom already ñu ngi conclude on the cause of death of the guy. So how are you going to investigate transparently? I don't know if you guys are understanding man li ma nekk di wax. How are you going to investigate something transparently if you've already drawn a conclusion of what's happened? Already you are biased. So how can we trust ne yow di nga make sure ne everything li nga xam ne moom nga war a def di nga ko teg si yoon. Do nekk a biased
Sorry,
statement boy
somebody is
ñëw
calling
génn
this
si.
phone of mine.
Ah?
Can you?
Yéen a ngi maa dégg anti tukulóor.
Yeah, ñu ngi laa dégg dafa am ku ñëw ku on mute mu interrupt la. Go ahead.
Okay.
Juka li nga dégg bu set wecc la man mii sax du loolu tam ma waayal. They are
Yeah,
doing
because
all this just pour yëpp fen rek because of
yeah.
ñaankat lañ.
Yeah, so that is a problem. Yow mun loo nekk di investigate something and you're not independent in your investigations. And plus in your statements. I'm not going to echo. How much plus in your statements. Foog naa man may echo heng na. Ah? Megu
maa
ben
ngi
sense.
dégg écho man tamit de maa ngi
Wa
dégg
hara
écho man
hara
tamit.
kon man ma wacha ma ñëwaat. And let's
déedéet bul waate foog naa si Fatou la.
I think it's me, no?
No, you're fine now. Si Fatou was on the phone. So continue.
Okay. I'm phone the Fatou dafa. Okay. Yeah, so man fofu lay waxe ne ak li nga wax ni government bi everything we know def is for show. Nothing is genuine. And man, I'm appalled ne Adama Barrow ba léegi sax ubbiwul gémmiñam bi mu wax. What's the purpose of a leadership? Forget the interior minister. Forget the headquarters police ñu ñëw génn di wax. Ana président yi dëkk bi. Yow ñu rey nit xale koo xam ne moom ak sa doom bi ñoo em. Naka la doom bi Barrow bi tudda? They around the same age range. Ah? nga gis ne kii rey nañ ko whether dañ ko rey whether dafa daanu whatever it is yow gis nga ne mu ngi cause tension si dëkk bi nit ñaa ngi mer ñëpp a ngi jaxasoo nga génn nga wax nga calm situation bi down loolu la leadership di jëriñ waaye leader boo xam ne yow da nga toog rek kenn du laa dégga te sa gars yi suñ génnee lu ñoo wax du dee make sense yow dëkk bi mu ngee tàkka xale yi ñu ngee daw ñu ngee jël ñii di leen arrest ñu ngee jël teyagas yi di leen sànni si biir moto jaambur yi ak këri jaambur but yet you still are mute. What is the purpose of yow nga nekk foofu si président bi si biir state house bi di ko occupy? Are we paying you millions of dollars pour yow nga toog foofu mute? Where is your leadership? Ah? Dafa am yoo xam ne su xewee si dëkka not only yow département yi ñoo war a institution yi waaye leader bi nga xam ne moom moo nekk président boppi réew mi moo war a jóg taxaw wax ak askan bi dalal xel yi ñëpp dalal xol yi ñëpp loolu la njiit di jëriñ waaye Adama Barrow du musa mun a def loolu because ñu ko wóor xama jéemu ñoo xam te jéemuñ koo xamal ah ma daanele ko fii man li ma mujjee gis mu metti ma démba dafa mel ni maa ngi echo ba léegi but let me just land here ma génnaat ma seet na si man la I saw a video mooy bu Baboucarr Buga Suma Réew def foog naa mu si Kër Fatou yeneen plateforme yi xale yi ñu ngi jóg ñu ngi protest ñu ngi téye ay kayit ñu ngi fa binda you see a boy koo xam ne probably it's not even 11 years old probably 9 mu ngi téye kayit do you know how this is gonna impact that child bu mu see jóg mu téye kayit di ñaxtu dafa am kuñ rey si koñam man video boobu moo ko gisee suma xol bi dafa jeex because of not mag yi fa nekka de ndax not teenager xale yu jigéen yi fa nekka de déedéet waaye xale bu gën a yong foofu mu nga gis ni mu poussé ki nekkoon si booram pour mu taxaw si kanam mu téye kayitam pour demand for justice for Omar that is something loo xam ne every citizen su fekkee am nga xool war nga xoolaat video boobu nga xool loolu lan la signé ñun suñ dëkk bi ndig ñun biñ nekkee xale biñ amee ni ñooñu ñun xalaatuñ protest ñun luñ xamoon mooy fo dem school that's it waaye tey dangaa gis ne xale Gambia yi xale yi yuut si ñëpp a ngi kasaara xoolal barki démbo ak Njaay not to digress waaye xoolal barki démbo ak Njaay ñaari xale yiñ jàppa dóor lañ bañ dee because dañ doon sàcca yes ñooñu dañ leen dóor mob justice la waaye soo gisee mob justice di am si dëkk bi because security reform amul si dëkk bi loi amul si dëkk bi dafa mel ni comme sabar bu tas te xale yooyu government bi daf leen fail xale yooyu ñu dem sàcca bañ leen dóor they are in their 20s système bi daf leen fail because ñooñu seen yaay seen papa every day ñu ngey dem uti luñ lañ jox pour ñu lekka ñu ngey dem uti ji daw di liggéey di isi luñ lañ tegal xale yooyu tamit kenn toppatoo kon toogul seen kër pour yar leen pour toppatoo leen parce que ñëpp a ngee daw parce que dëkk bi moo métti te ñooñu suñ demul sàcc kon doonu ma sàcc waaye suñ ko demul tey def lan la ñoo dundee ak lan because ku nekk nañ ko xalaat si ñun ku nekk boo juddoo wala ku nekk boo juree doom boo sañee mu gën si njabooti jàmbur mu gën si àdduna bi kenn jurul njaboot pour mu xala ko kenn jurul njaboot pour mu bon waaye bu fekkee ne système bi dafa fail nit yi within 1 week ñetti xale seen bakken mu dem because of bad governance ñetti youth man in 1 week ñoo dee xaw ma na yéen a ngee bàyyi xel lii because Omar youth man la ñaari xale yi youth man leen si dëkk bu ndaw boobu man ma daaneel ko fii very sad
Tukulóor
nga Omar Wali le contact pour ate fana ena because Omar Wali fana BBC ning dulanyin tondile DSW News. It is very, very important. The messaging I want to put out there, I told me be GB rola. And the menu for the Suru account financially. I told me be life for GB account. Albitale le mansa kunda e sapero ke dula. Ka foko e benyim quota la ka tambendi ila karola. Alta alieto nya faje. Kana nendi roke. Albitala le to nya faje. Ka tu leftale mini alon ko le ka kodo dila. Andum fatura ni mo na dai son kuntu.
Mustafa is saying something. We are saying for police to investigate, and he's saying something. The incident cannot be independently investigated by the police. It should be taken from them or done on or
But ita Mustafa Sambana namba. Mustafa Sambana. Mustafa Sambana.
Investigate themselves. That's the truth. So imagine already they have came out with their statements. Like, hold on, we did not only take the case. So already they have taken a position. How can they investigate themselves? That is something that we
exactly
need.
Juka dipi demba. Guy linyo binda bang Gambia police force be Gambia police force are link binda. It didn't make sense. So even the police are covering their tracks and lying on social media. So how can those people, how can you depend on them to investigate themselves when they are not even telling the truth about what they've done to this young man? What is being said and what they are saying are two different things. So we don't trust them. Nobody should trust them.
This is the situation, Tukulo Juka. Go ahead. Why I call my team and see what is going on? Hold on. Get
Juka haramalal si sosa bituti mawa guy yonganyo yotame.
yes of course
Badingol altol mimbe jibe rola. Mbali amarla minnal be damen to teng. Man sakunda e sapere kod la odla. Hana ye letero le kaya copy ya paste fankoto alta alieta Twitter. International community aliye be ikafo dame ko X sang altol ka fo X. Alta aliye o letero sambali afu ko nyimmanke to nyaati nyimmanke nyineketa. Police oli men safe ila page auto alia alta alia screenshot alia comment police la postol to nteka okela a lot andu dalilo mi anon control nyanta okela police ni mansa kunda kadiamol min beke ikake katu Gambia musadada ni bankoti ite momi anon ko me fonga balunduno ikasi kanyim kusi falke bantala bankol men anon ko ka Gambia makoy wol man la fi nyim mantor la banku kay ka mem makoy Amnesty International fonga mi anon ko yaaje mi wate safari jamalke amamme anmati biriye Alieu banyol muta biriye galla dindingol muta Amnesty International puntite kayto safe wote salon ko Adama Barrow andum Amnesty International ibuka kayto safe fasaro kan ibuka ke faniya kan ikake to nyale kan bari kayti bale safe ka foko menga kanu yaaje mena jamana afele Adama Barrow fanan bake kan so altol fengali yaaje ala samba X aliye video samba altol banku dingol min yalon ko alkatare nyim dulalto cell phone be mobe bulu ni mang hanji ka kera wolota kinte tukulor si aki fature o ker fatu juka sise Mustafa Dabo Madi Jobate coach Pasamba Jaw ali nying video kinon teliena na tel mang hanin tel be hanila ke bondi katu mimbe ke kan na banko kan ntel lenyanta kelela biri ya jame nyin kolke bantan kol control yela ko salma ko ko ron nim fengol la de bari kelo altol banku dingol la tan tel bokana ka kelo ke molye al fengol la bal testi tale ale kel ngan testi tin kele dafa adama biya jametata bi fanan banku dingol ali intel be ali ngan testi sakaltol mimbe gambia kono ya jame wato yal bute yal fa yalla mol bute ye fa altol dol bije bi alfa fata altol dol bije albadingol fata alba dinningol fata min yalon koy natel le denta dol bije i funtita sate kono hanni mi almeje no koteke ntol man la fi wole murun nan tel man tara si kanka adama baro kaja fu ken sankede ntol natale katunga menketa no man la fi wole ke koteke bitun altol min be gambia mi ya lon ka manke gambia aketa gambia ya jamela jamano al kanu songa ke gambia koteke al wula ala al tesiti ntol ma foko aleta fenke men sal baramade bari ala la video ta al ka ki molye isaje nali fe hani police wal nali jebe mo bute la silokan ali nu ala video ta wol ya jamela wato mo jamande ka wo ken tole ka din tolla andum buka fa abota dami ntaba di amar la wala joka take it from here.
Yeah, unless Fatou dafa am lu isi Fatou. Okay.
Yes. Else you go.
Okay. Di mo Fatou bu baax sax mu ngi break. But okay, and speaking of the gala, huh?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Check.
Okay.
Hold on.
Okay.
Checks.
Yeah, so far I moved from Lamen going towards Banjul police station. So I use us on the whole highway, the entire highway. Like when you come up to St. Peter's, there are a group of PIU officers there. Before St. Peter's, that's the primary school, there are another group of PIU station there. Then you go to Banjul, just the main highway Banjul, that's the junction, the main junction that's inside Banjul. There are other ones that are safeguarding the police station. Maybe they fear actually they have idea. So we are going back to the police station to see the situation. To release all these 6 people. We want to go there and verify whether they would actually do that.
So what is the situation in Lamin? Gone back?
The NDC that's we left them there and when you come down towards another group of PIUs almost they are dispatched into 3 groups on there.
Okay, so we will be update us if they release. There is so we need these other people were released on a weekend. Today is a weekend, so they cannot tell us that they're going to keep them until Monday. So update us if you have any
once we get the information, we will get.
All right, thank you so much, Kex.
Thank you.
So Kex said back to Banjulundi. They get information that they want to release them. They are not sure. They just want to make sure they are there. If that is the reason, if they are going to do that. Right now, CAM has returned again. The boys have gone back because the PIU came in their numbers and the boys went into the streets. So far it's a little calm there. So they are going back to the police station to see what is happening.
Yeah, and then it sounds like it's all an intimidation tactic, and that's the sad thing about this government. They are more worried about ñoom naka la ñoo defee ñu continue di instill fear in the public instead of ñu talk ñu waxtaan ak askan bi ñu génna address issue bi, and also pour buñ nekk di back the police because crime la bu fekkee ne police yi dafa am ku dóor xale bi ba rey ko si ñoom they have to face the law. You cannot have a one-sided justice or one-sided law bo xamne yange wax ne yange or peace and order. So when yange order peace and law order whatever si deka bi, it has to be for everybody across the board, including police officers in uniforms. But you cannot continue to protect the people in uniform and then civilians you continue to harass, they treat like animals on the streets. Look at the case of Alieu. Everybody is saying Alieu was not doing anything. He was just standing there smoking a cigarette, and the guy came in and asked him if he's Alieu, and then you're under arrest. Isn't that harassment of Alieu's rights? Huh? And I actually think that since this has happened again, Alieu su amee ay lawyer dafa war a sue the state pour ñu bàyyi ko mu mun a free, because it seems like he's a target for officers here at Gambia government. Why is he always a target? Why is he always arrested? The same thing ak Omar, Kenyan boy bi. What's his name? The other guy, because I saw that Yanko Shea, they are going after him. What's the guy's name again, Fatu? Yanko? Huh?
You see, did you hear what Lala Kex Pune? Station began you officers equal Lolo, Alieu the beast among you guys. Lolenwa.
Mamune?
One of them, definitely, Alieu is a beast among you guys. Alieu is a beast.
Okay, so that's why he's a target. So he's being discriminated against. That's why he's being harassed. So his existence is so they just despise his existence as a human being. That's what it is. That's what it is. Because Benin boy with him, the same thing. He's a target. And that needs to stop. If they're saying, so fake and law and order, then go what def move fair across the board. Why you cannot be one-sided with your linga statement being argued here. Ask me, we are not stupid. We are not crazy. And the sad thing is, Adam Barrow and his cahoots, these are the same youths ninga hamna nyodan stand defiant against Yaya Jammeh. Mota te nyom nyumuna neka fufno neka government. They're all cowards, if you ask me. Because yen ninga hamna te nyon ngena jël di len threaten, di len sideline. These are the youths ninga hamna nyo stood up in 2016.
Police is in a statement.
Ah, okay, you know what? This is crazy.
The police is in a statement.
Oh, okay, you know what?
The police urged protesters to vacate public highways. Following the release of the youth recently arrested in Mandarin, reports indicate that some members of the public continue to regroup within the Lament vicinity with the intention to prolong the protest. The gatherings have been taking place along public highways, disrupting movement and posing risk in the public safety. The police wish to remind the public that such unauthorized assemblies are unlawful, while citizens are encouraged to express their concerns through lawful means. Blocking roads and encouraging in acts of public order will not be condoned. The public is therefore strongly advised to adhere to the law and avoid any acts that could continue to escalate tension or result in further confrontation. The Gambia Police Force reaffirms its commitment to maintaining peace, security, and calls for all citizens to cooperate in preserving public order. Yes.
So, Fature, this takes me back. So, member caring, international community is being alerted if they're trying to, backtrack and trying to cover their bases. Atekela jang Fature, menketa yana mendiata bi video lebe caring Fature. Videos. Wala bije safero dorante sign. Katu follow to kelodi mitanyame video mansia bari sign. Mobile ka video bondi. So Gambia police alla fania albe wala bulala. Alla manya ming alba kekang. The police is supposed to be there to protect, serve and protect citizens, not serve and protect the president. He has economic protecting him. Your job is to preserve peace in the country. Your job is to protect citizens and serve them because you are being paid for that. So anything else, but as long as Gambia police continues to act like they are the David and Goliaths of the Gambia, they will not get away with it because Gambia no bedamente fature. Gambia no minje ya jamela jamano to ya jele sign. Gambia no minje ya jamela jamano to fature ya jele sign ite sonne ya murun woto kateke. So what didn't gol mimbe lorinje gol mantala dlato ni la tebe menkele wolle yak. Andum police Gambia police mingomi yabula nyina altolbe minna kokat na altol kanyinke wala man sakundabe banila altolbe fo do kola. Sorry about that. Go ahead, Juka.
No, fog na dama don wax yep yow sax leave it nga ko. It's really sad. Ñom liñ nekk di def fim nekk ni moy di jema backtrack because of the international, but it's not really for the community in Gambia. And because if it's sincerely for the community in Gambia, foog naa Fatou moo ko wax wala yow earlier then ni konte ñoom su fekkee dañ bëggoon a de-escalate the situation they would not go and arrest more people today they would literally go ñu seet naka la ñoo dialogue ak community bi ñu dem fa toog fa ak seen kilifa yi wax ak ñoom ba pare assure leen ne dinañ def an independent investigation comme ni ko Moustapha waxee an independent investigation dina am si dëkk bi pour ñu xam ndax digga ñu fekkee ne ñi ñoo rey xale yi ku ñu leen rey ñu face the law xam nga su fekkee ne ñoom déggu nañ si wax boobu noonu the community leaders ak xale yi dinañ xam ne ñii they are genuine about that waaye ñoom instead of ñu def loolu dañ nekk di def ay intimidation tactique ba pare di deploy ay more police officers in uniform instead of ñu seet naka la ñoo ooyee ñi ñu am ak ñoom dialogue you cannot silence the public you cannot intimidate the people di nga ko mën a def tey mu walk or few hours mu walk while later on the more nga push people against the wall one day ñoom ñëpp dina retaliate te gis nga Gambia right now man ni ma gisee Gambia is at a very fragile state it's at a very fragile state te all of us should be concerned about that te gis nga Adama Barrow su fekkee ne mooy tuut man ragal naa ne uprising mun naa am si dëkk bi and that's not going to be best for him or askan bi ak dëkk bi yëpp loolu gënut si kenn so li gën mooy ñoom let them do their job let them do what's right ñu bàyyi di intimidate askan bi di intimidate public bi it's not gonna work it didn't work during Jammeh it's not gonna work during Barrow it's not gonna work man xaw ma ñi lan moo nekk seen problème they care less about public bi lan lañ dee dem through barki de moo njaay xale yi ñu ngi protest ñu ngi jël ñi dugal leen si jël bi ñu ngi la naa yóbbu court nga gis Adama Barrow mu toog si TV di am interview di wax about papaam bu rafet ak papaam bu ñaaw so out of touch Adama Barrow dama foog ne moom xamul sa lan la askan bi nekk di fiil si biir dëkk bi dafa mel ni comme xamul lan moo nekk di xew si biir dëkk bi comme he is so oblivious to what's happening in his country it's sad and pathetic but this is what happens when you surround yourself with people ñoo xam ne xamuñ they're incompetent they are selfish even the ones that are competent around you Barrow all of them are selfish luñ worry about mooy seen position luñ worry about mooy yow na nga continuer after 2026 su ko defee ñu continuer di pàccoo alali réew mi what a shame but history is going to judge you and it's not going to be kind on you Barrow if Macky Sall didn't get away with what he was doing if Yaya Jammeh didn't get away with it what makes you think you will get away with things what makes you think you will get away with things Adama Barrow yow munoon ngaa defa Gambien si mu rafet 2026 su na fa génnee nga toog si dëkk bi am ak ñëpp jaama waaye ni nga defee ak Gambien si nii foog naa ne loolu du mun a nekk Barrow because it's one thing ngeen def economic crimes but it's another thing ngeen a jël life nit in danger human life duñ ko mun a boole ak economic crime kon da ngeen war a bàyyi seen xel li ngeen a def nii du leen mujjee si dara lu du tafaara lam leen a isil yéen ñëpp nag si kaw bi si suuf yéen mi si bokk yëpp di ngeen ko gis te dina feeñ si seen njaboot yi because doo mën a jël njabooti jaamu di leen toroxal every single day yow nga ne sa njaboot dina barke dina tekki te dina nekk si jaam ak taranga du am Barrow man maa la ko wax mark my words man maa ngi leen a bàyyi fi ñu nekk because suma xol bi dafa tàng torop right now it's just crazy.
It's getting crazy and hopefully Alieu Bah kii mu ngi ñoo wax ne Kex mu ngi ñoo wax ne gars yi ñu ngi dem foofu noonu hopefully nañ leen mu bàyyi and then if that happens Tukulor we will be able to update mu ne bi kii kuma la bounty it's getting really emotional at this point people are getting tired
yes
at some point
yes ntabe men fola Gambien ole doron wala mu ko nga siyo miniye bulo taye bulo city biringi aja mebe Gambien ol fala imam wuli ye kufoje ye kukeje wala na aja me sita Gambia 22 years Adama Barrow fanambe usilol to wotal be wuli aliyal hakilol to alkana fengo penke alkana tinyaro ke katunale tinyaro ke alka men tinya so mani Adama Barrow tata ntolleta mu Gambia muntolleta so alkana institutional jani alkana fenke bari allo peacefully katniaje bandankol ka kampa Adama Barrow ka near peaceful means of protest lafta wala alilo ni alla momo ma al video bondi ali akina molye fature that's all I have to say ko fana iten fenke fa bare dan te lafta minna al kanyim video min jiker fatu anin nyulado ali be kundungundung ali dundi ex kono ali nying international communities be ali be tag thank you fatu
very much, bro. Thank you, Juka. And people, when we are Lonko Lameng and Mandinaring and the surroundings, Laftaki Masao, we want to show our solidarity with them. These are, I mean, today for me, this was so personal. This is where I was born and raised. Um, Seeing tear gas deployed on my people, and people were calling me, sending me videos from their homes. It was heartbreaking, and I could not believe that police officers will just do that. People were sitting in their homes and they were just throwing tear gas at them. And just because you have some authority doesn't mean you should use it against people. And I've always said this: if you think because we are speaking on social media today, nothing will happen, because Yaya Jame did it for 22 years. But one day we had a TRRC, and the TRRC talay mol expose mol maluta ila kabilo malta wolte fenkeno la fenti kota ke nyimbanko kan. Woto momo ya lonko ibe mol fala ibe kuol kela mola mini ya lonko akarauta biyami rako kute ti sotola bi wallahi amite nyawo nya soma alaba ku kelela. Kamolu, as I speak to you, I have Tsar Kunda Molu. Kex is calling me. Hold on, Kex is calling. Hey, Kex. Kex.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they have released all these people except Alieu. Alieu has been moved to anti-crime, but in the rest, all the 5 people are released now. Banjarin police station is empty. So Aliuba is moved to anti-crime.
So they have released everybody in Yundum except Aliuba.
Aliuba, yeah. So we are going to anti-crime where they will be having access to see him. So that's what they so communicated to me. Because I came here, I find the station empty. So I spoke to them. They said all of them are released. But I said Alieu is not released because I should take Alieu home. They told me he's taken to anti-crime. So Alieu case, we don't know, but the rest we have released.
Wow. Wow. This is interesting. This is interesting. They are doing everything to silence Gala because Gala is a strong voice, Kex. And let me tell you guys know what you're doing. You are doing the God's work for the Gambian people. And the Gambian people have so much faith in you. We will not let your voice to be silenced. We will not let you guys to be silenced. And I think this is very, very sad. The objective is to silence Gala. The objective is to scare Gala. The objective is to kill Gala. And that should not happen. And we will not allow it.
No, that would over.
Yeah,
yeah. For it. When we started this, we know that we'll be arrested, we'll be tortured, we'll be humiliated. But we are ready for this fight. We are not doing this for individual interest. We are doing this for a national interest. And there's no amount of intimidation. There's no amount of harassment that will stop us. We will continue to fight for the equal right and justice, accountability, and transparency in this country. It must happen in our generation, and we are ready to fight tooth and nail to make sure that it happens in our generation. Our children cannot inherit the Gambia that we have inherited.
Yeah. That is the conviction. That is the conviction that every Gambian should have in them. And I think keep us updated and tell Alieu the entire nation is behind him, because at this point a young Gambian was killed and he went there to show solidarity. He was not doing anything. I don't understand why he was kept and everyone else released and he was kept and taken to anti-crime. That shows a lot. And it's all because of Gala. It's all because of Gala. And I think this is something we should voice out and say it loud and clear. Gala is here to stay.
No discrimination in terms of arresting people. Aliuba was not the only person in the street. So it's discrimination that they are discriminating from the entire citizen population. And we will not sit down and allow that.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Kex. Thank you. This is getting too much. Thank you so much. Let's get in touch once you get there. Thank you. Yeah, someone also just sent me to say detainees were all finally police agreed to leave all detainees. But Sonko Gambe is also updating me, but they decided to move Aliuba to anti-crime. So that shows a lot. We will continue advocating for Aliuba. I think we should all continue to advocate. And I don't understand. Everyone else that was detained, 19 youths protested in Mandinari. We saw it. They went to the police station, stormed it, did everything there, burned tires and everything. They were arrested and they were detained. Today they were released. This afternoon, when they were protesting in Lamin, they arrested some other people. They made sure they released everybody except Alieu. That says a lot. Why would you arrest Alieu? Alieu was not even protesting. He was just standing there. And they arrested him. Now you have released everybody, but you decide to take Alieu to anti-crime. We'll keep you updated as to what we hear from that. But I think it's about Gala. For me, it's let's silence Gala. But Gala is all of us. Gala is the entire Gambia. Some of us are not there with them in the field, but we are Gala inside because we want freedom. We want justice. We want accountability. Unless you cage all of us, there will be more Gala. There will be more people speaking up. And then the more you arrest Aliuba and others, there will be more people coming out. And it's sad. It's sad. I'm just going to end this live here. Thank you all. We'll be updating you more on the page. Follow the page. Whenever we get updates from Aliuba and other people, we will update you. Thank you so much, all of you. Juka and Tukulo, thank you so much. And Kex, thank you for the updates. Thank you so much. And our team, Lamin, Fatih, and Basil, for who are in Manila yesterday and the whole day today in Lamin. Thank you so much. Thank you. Good night to you all.